Mikey Madison openly admits that she tends to cry a lot, whether she's happy or sad, as it's her natural way of expressing herself. During our chat at a restaurant in Midtown Manhattan, the star of the Palme d'Or-winning film Anora shared several stories involving her tears. She recalled crying after a horseback riding competition during her teenage years when she realized she had to choose between becoming an equestrian or pursuing acting. She knew she couldn't do both with equal focus. She cried after nearly every acting class in the early stages of her career, and even after her first Russian language lesson to prepare for her role in this latest project. However, while living in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn, for the filming of Anora, a gritty film by Sean Baker about a fierce sex worker who marries the son of a Russian oligarch, Madison found herself holding back the tears. "I was holding it in a way I hadn't before," she explained. "I started thinking, am I numb? What's going on?" She soon realized it wasn't numbness at all. It was the character, Ani, seeping into her in a deeper way than any other role had. Though she had heard other actors talk about such an experience, it was new to her. It's fitting that Ani had such an effect on Madison, as Anora is a major turning point in her career. Despite notable roles in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019, Scream, 2022, and her key part in the critically acclaimed FX series Better Things, Anora has placed her in a different league. After the film premiered at Cannes, she was hailed as a breakout star, with some even touting her as a potential Oscar contender. At the Telluride Film Festival, a producer remarked, "I need to work with Mikey Madison ASAP." The film starts with Ani working at a strip club, where she's asked to meet a wealthy client, Ivan Mark Eidelstein, who's requested a Russian-speaking girl. Their whirlwind romance quickly leads to marriage, but when Ivan's parents learn of the union and send their enforcers to undo it, Ani doesn't back down. She fiercely defends herself against men twice her size with ferocious kicks and piercing screams. Madison masterfully portrays how Ani's tough exterior is her way of shielding herself from a world that rewards wealth and punishes those without it. As the story unfolds, the audience sees the exhaustion and disillusionment creeping into Ani's once hopeful face. While Madison often plays strong, edgy characters with a hint of menace, she's even been set on fire in 2 films. In person, she's surprisingly sweet and soft-spoken. At the start of our interview, dressed in a cozy sweater, she casually mentioned that she was excited to meet a bunny, Cashew, owned by one of the film's publicists later that day. "I just thought I'd share that because I'm really excited to meet him," she said with a smile. Spending time with animals is nice. Given her intense roles, her gentle demeanor was unexpected, and director Sean Baker was similarly surprised when he first met her. Baker had noticed Madison in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where she played a chilling Manson family member with sinister glee. After seeing her again in Scream, he reached out to her agent, but wasn't prepared for just how different she was in person. When she came in, Baker recalled in an interview, she was wearing a sundress and was so quiet and reserved. It was like, wow, you weren't typecast. Acting became a way for Madison to break out of her shell. Raised in Woodland Hills, Los Angeles, by parents who were psychologists, she struggled with intense shyness from a young age. Acting helped her overcome that.